Here is a place bathed in the light of the origin of life. Here keep animal fossils that can be traced back to about 610 million years ago, the oldest in the world. Up to now, the beginning of life on this planet. Here is a place to decode civilization. Dragon is a totem of the Chinese. From Muscle's dragon, the first dragon of the Chinese civilization unearthed from Yangshao cultural relics in Henan that can be traced back to 6,500 years ago, to dragon-shaped patterns evolving over generations. Images of dragon are always linked to dinosaurs, ichthyosaurs, cacosaurs, and other similar ancient reptiles. Could it be that our ancestors had discovered that our planet used to be a world of dragons 6,500 years ago? Were humankind evolved from dragons? Is dragon the creator of life? Why are we called offspring of dragons? What are the exact passwords of civilization contained here? Here is the place of origin of the ancient Chinese. Here is a peculiar place of specimen for Chinese cave culture. Here is a turning point of the fate of the Chinese history. Here is the most suitable habitat for humankind. Boasting 5 hometowns to longevity in China. Here is a kingdom of the richest ecology. Here is a natural regulator of carbon emissions. Here is the hometown to good wine in China. Here is a most magnificent garden of Chinese multi-ethnic culture. Guizhou, a place where we see life, ecology, and miracles of life among the Chinese conventional opportune of heaven, earth, and humankind. Then what are the exact factors that have created such a miracle? A miracle was created on Earth by the power of nature. Over the Proterozoic era, 850 million to 550 million years ago, the Paleozoic era, 540 million to 250 million years ago, and the Mesozoic era, 250 million to 65 million years ago. Geological evolution underwent a long history. During such tremendous changes, the rock stratus predominated by limestone, dolomite, and other similar carbonate rocks took shape in Guizhou, which laid a material foundation for the sedimentary rocks kingdom of Guizhou. As a result of the neotectonics, since the Cainozoic era, Guizhou became a part of Guizhou Plateau, the secondary step in Chinese terrain, featuring a landform high in the northwest and low in the southeast, and the watershed between the Yangtze River system and the Pearl River system. Many wrinkles, faults, and cracks were created at the huge and thick sedimentary rock stratum in Guizhou under such geological actions as uplifts, crimps, shears, weathering, and erosion. The carbonate rocks full of cracks and jointing were dissolved, sedimented, and recrystallized gradually under the action of corrosive groundwater. Thus, a miracle of underground karst caves and surface karst landform took shape. One global geopark, 9 national geoparks, 3 world natural relics, and 9 national natural protection areas make the best province of geological resources in China. The geoparks include the Zhijindong Cave Global Geopark, Liupanshui Wumeng Mountain National Geopark, Guangling Fossil National Geopark, Xinyi National Geopark, Pingtang National Geopark, Jiandongnan Miaoling National Geopark, Sinan Wujiang Karst National Geopark, Suiyang Shuanghedong Cave National Geopark, and Chushui Danxia National Geopark. Geological miracles are non-renewable natural resources and necessary blueprints for exploring secrets of the Earth. Geoparks are wonderful geo-museums of humankind. Then what peculiar landscape and miraculous knowledge will this huge natural geo-museum of Guizhou present to the world? When the peak pierces the blue sky like a sharp knife, the heaven seems collapsing and resting on columns. Chairman Mao described the splendor of Guizhou Plateau in his poem. The peculiar status of Guizhou's geological culture that has set up a new record can be summarized as miraculous, steep, exclusive, peculiar, beautiful, dreamy, broad, and complete. Here is Jiandong Cave Global Geopark, topping among the 6th most beautiful tourism caves in China, renowned by Chinese National Geography, also called the King of Caves in China. Liupanshui Wumeng Mountain National Geopark boasts the 2nd deepest karst shaft in the world. This Baiyu shaft is 560 meters deep. The upper 424 meters section of the cave is vertical. It is the deepest known shaft within direct reach of a single rope in the world. Liupanshui Jinpen Natural Bridge, sized 136 meters height, 35 meters width, 60 meters span, is the tallest natural highway bridge in the world. Here is Xinyi National Geopark, where Malinghe waterfalls, the densest waterfalls in China, took shape during orogeny. Here is Malinghe Canyon, that is called the most beautiful scar on Earth. Here is Suiyang Shuanghe Karst Cave, where the cave system is the 10th longest in the world, the 2nd longest in Asia, and the longest in China, with a current proven length of 200.427 kilometers. Here is the largest celestite cave in the world, and the longest dolomite cave in the world. Here is Da Daihe Sky Holes, located in Pingtang National Geopark, where it is 1,800 meters wide and 1,700 meters long at the opening, covering an area of approx 3.06 million SQM and 900 meters wide and 1,100 meters long at the bottom, covering an area of approx 990,000 SQM, with the maximum sea level 1,137 meters and the minimum sea level 548 meters, creating a relative height difference of 589 meters. Da Daihe Sky Hole is the largest known single sky hole in the world. Sinan Wujiang Karst Geopark boasts Sinan Stone Forest, the largest karst stone forest extremely worthy of admiration at the same latitude discovered in China up to now. Here is Chishui Danxia National Geopark, boasting the largest, the most diverse, and the most typical Danxia landform landscape, and the most splendorous staged waterfalls in China. Chishui Grand Waterfall, 76 meters tall and 80 meters wide, is renowned as another miracle of waterfalls in China, the greatest waterfall in the Yangtze River system, and the first waterfall in Danxia, China. If the most beautiful land of Guizhou is metaphorized as a crown, then the Karst Museum, Kingdom of Sedimentary Rocks, and Treasure House of Ancient Extinct Life are three brightest pearls on this crown. Here is Karst Museum of China. Richard Mayer, a French geologist, has said that the most beautiful karst landform clusters in tropical countries, while that of China mostly cluster in Guizhou, accounting for 70% of that worldwide. It is a pity to miss Chinese karst landform during a global karst tour. And it's even more pitiful to miss Guizhou during a China karst tour. Modern geologists find that causes of karst tectonic development can play a positive role in improving the habitat. It is the so-called karst carbon sequestration effect. Karst carbon sequestration effect is a natural breathing phenomenon during never-ceasing development of vast karst area. Guizhou becomes an oxygen pump and carbon emission regulator in southwest China against its abundant karst landform. Karst landform in large area gives birth to peculiar and miraculous beauty. The colorful mountains and waters, forests, waterfall caves, plus the underground rivers flowing in Guizhou's karst caves, all of which make a natural negative oxygen ion generator. Mr. Zhou Enlai, Chinese former premier, was stunned at the mountain view and amiable climate during his Guizhou tour in 1958. CIAE's experts determined during their Longgong tour, dated 1984, that in-cave water environment here features the lowest natural radiation dose rate in China. The rare 3D karst ecology and positively circulating space result in as many as 5 townships of longevity in China. The karst carbon sequestration effect contributes significantly to this. Karst carbon sequestration is an inherent natural resource of Guizhou. It has become a superiority Guizhou to develop its sustainable ecology industry that circulates positively. For Chinese peculiar cave culture landscape created by Guizhou's karst, we cannot help remarking. The Zhijingdong Cave Global Geopark covers a total area of 170 square kilometers, featuring the densest karst cave halls, including 13 halls over 3,000 SQM in area, out of which 6 are over 10,000 SQM. Here is a place boasting the most abundant and rare karst accumulation morphology. Here is a superb collection of stone shields, stalagmites, moon milk stones, rimstone dams, curl stones, stone flowers, and wall flow stones. This unparalleled underground treasure house of arts and matchless karst cave museum was thus created by the extraordinary power of nature. Getuhe, Ziyun, Anshun boasts the largest karst cave hall in the world. The in-cave families that have survived in the cave for generations become a specimen of cave life culture, where the conventions of ancient humankind still exist. Suiyang Shuanghe Karst Cave is a glorious pearl on the karst crown. Shuanghe Dong Cave features a sophisticated structure where both water caves and dry caves coexist. It is renowned as a natural karst cave museum by geographers at home and abroad. Guizhou's karst also makes the most splendorous 3D ecological and natural landscape in China. Liupan Shui Wumeng Mountain National Geopark comprises 2 campuses, namely Beipanjiang Canyon, Biyundong Cave Karst Caves, and 5 feature scenic spots, namely Jiucaiping Peak, Jinpan Natural Bridge, Ala River, Panxian Trias Ancient Extinct Life Fossils, and Panxian Cave Ancient Humankind Relics. The plateau slope with karst mountains, peak clusters, peak forests, clints, stone forests, isolated peaks, canyons, natural bridges, mesas, sinkholes, underground rivers, vertical shafts, polje constitute colorful and varying scenery. Biyundong Caves features karst caves and karst mountains near Changguan, Panxian, where cave system featuring sophisticated geological structure, varying landform, karst development, and dense karst caves took shape. Xinyi National Geopark features a variety of peak valleys, peak clusters, peak forests, stone forests, protruding mountain karst source, tufa waterfalls, dolines, karst caves, and other similar landscape, all of which constitute miraculous natural landscape. Here is a holy land of Trias geology boasting the rare Trias Caecosaurus fossils and geological relics of the Trias large-scale phase transformation bands. Here is Qiandongnan Miaoling National Geopark, where different types of geological relics are retained, including stratum section, structural section, origins of ancient extinct life fossils, structural landform, dolomite and limestone karst landform and rivers, canyons, waterfalls, and other similar water body landform relics. Zhishui Danxia constitutes China's Danxia landform, together with Mount Lang in Hunan, Mount Danxia in Guangdong, Taining in Fujian, Mount Longhu in Jiangxi, and Mount Jinglang in Zhejiang. The combination of the 6 famous Danxia landform scenic spots has become a world natural relic. Here is the largest, the most fully developed, the most typical and representative, and the youngest Danxia landform, the greatest of its kind in China. 360 years ago, Shu Xiake, a great Chinese geographer, was stunned at the miraculous landform in Guizhou. Today, it has become a land of geological miracles in China and even the whole world. This karst kingdom creates a rare poetic painting scroll for beautiful Guizhou. Here is a kingdom of sedimentary rocks in China. When we split Guizhou's stratum section, we can find an integral atlas of global evolution. This is a valuable book of science that decrypts evolution of the crust. As a result of tectonic movements hundreds of millions of years ago, Guizhou strata are characterized by complete development, widely distributed carbonate rocks, diverse sedimentation, abundant ancient extinct life fossils, weak magma movement, single metamorphism, typical thin skin structure, and relatively stable crust. A variety of sedimentary rocks have developed in Guizhou, including Type 1 carbonate rocks, including limestone and dolomite. Type 2 classolite rocks, including malmstone, shale, and mudstone. Type 3 epimetamorphic rocks, including slates and gneiss. The colorful composition of sedimentary rocks created a treasury house of ancient extinct life here. Here is an important origin of animals on Earth. The era represented by the earliest stratum, where animal fossils were discovered, had ever been named as Cambrian period, which can be traced back to 485 to 541 million years ago. However, the Wang'an biota, discovered in 1998, broke the consensus reached among scientists. Here reserved the oldest animal fossils in the world, bring the origin of animals from the Paleozoic era to the Proterozoic era 610 million years ago, which is of great scientific value and significance. This is the sole live treasury house of fossils in the world that can be traced back to 600 million years ago. Kaili Biota on Gedong campus of Tiandongnan Miaoling National Geopark is another important Cambrian Burgess shale-type animal group discovered following the Chengjing Biota in Yunnan. It is a milestone during evolution process of 3 major shale-type biota in the world. Here is Chushui Danxia National Geopark, where the most integral and representative ecological system of subtropical forests and diverse species are retained. Here is the largest Alsophila spinulosa zone at the same latitude in the North Hemisphere, where Alsophila spinulosa, a rare ancient relict plant, are distributed in large area. Here is a kingdom of Alsophila spinulosa, a miracle left over from the age of dinosaurs. They have spanned the time and space on a tour accompanied by dinosaurs. Ichthyosaur, a marine reptile that survived 235 million years ago, was unearthed in hills near Yangzhuan, Xinmin, Panxian County in Liupanshui Wumeng Mountain National Geopark. This is the earliest Middle Triassic marine reptile in China. As the oldest known Middle Triassic marine reptiles in the world, it complements the early chain during evolution of marine reptiles and provides important basis for further study and discussions on the recovery process of biosphere and diversity of creatures following mass extinction at the end of Permian period, and for discussions on systematic evolution of marine reptiles. The ancient extinct life fossils unearthed in Guanling Fossil National Geopark took shape about 220 million years ago. They were preserved in black mudstone and shale. Marine reptiles, crinoid, ammonoid, bivalve, conodont, nautilus, fishes, and paleobotany coming from land nearby are retained perfectly. Particularly the fossils of marine reptiles and crinoid. The huge quantity, numerous variety, delicate preservation, and unique morphology are rare at strata during the same period worldwide. Here is an unique fauna of late Triassic marine reptiles and crinoid in the world. Xingyi National Geopark boasts the Caecosaurus hui discovered by Mr. Hu Chengzhi in 1957. It serves as important basis for understanding and studying the evolution history of Triassic marine reptiles in China and even East Asia. This fossil belongs to a new genus of Pachypleurosauria in the primitive Sauropterygia family, the first of its kind discovered in Asia. This discovery is deemed as a redefinition of the evolution history of life on Earth. The Panxian Cave relics located in Liupanshui Wumeng Mountain National Geopark is a state treasure relics. 4 teeth fossils of ancient human beings, over 2,000 stone products, and nearly 10,000 animal fossils, a batch of ashes, ash bits, burned bones, and other similar cultural remains were obtained during the formal excavation in 1993. This is a cave relics of Pleistocene and Paleolithic age, which is rare among relics of the Middle Paleolithic age worldwide. Why do fossils and relics of ancient extinct life appear in this remote land of Guizhou? This is because the geographical and sedimentary environment in Guizhou is suitable for ancient extinct life to reproduce, develop, and grow. Also, Guizhou boasts peculiarly superior geological conditions to preserve sites, relics, and fossils of ancient extinct life. Guizhou's geological work has gathered the wisdom and findings of generations of geologists and paleontologists in China. This contributed greatly to the great reputation of Guizhou's kingdom of ancient extinct life. The 3 glorious pearls of the Karst Museum, the kingdom of sedimentary rocks, and the treasury house of ancient extinct life create a kingdom of Chinese geological culture. Let's have a bird's eye view of the miracle of splendid culture in this marvelous land of abundant geological resources. The Fast Heaven Eye, the 500-meter aperture spherical telescope, is the largest single-aperture radio telescope in the world. It can receive electromagnetic signals more than 13.7 billion light-years away and observe up to the edge of the universe. The peculiar karst langform in Dawodang creates peculiar environment for successful completion of this miraculous super project. Beipanjiang Bridge, located in Liupanshui Wumeng Mountain National Geopark, 1,341.4 meters long and 565 meters high, is the tallest bridge in the world. The comprehensive and peculiar geological resources also establishes the status of Guizhou as a peculiar province of adventures and sports. Suiyang Shuanghedong Cave National Geopark opened the gate of the Earth's core in China to explore the miracle of karst caves, ranking the 10th in the world, the 2nd in Asia, and the 1st in China. Colorful culture took shape in the mountainous, watery, and multi-ethnic environment in Guizhou. The Yelang culture, Third Line culture, Old City culture, and ethnic flavors also constitute the colorful plateau culture here. When we trace back to the secret about the origin of life, the password of the totem of civilization, and the miracle of life and ecology, Guizhou presents the most colorful and the perfectest answer, and the broadest and the most profound significance with the most glorious light of geology. Colorful Guizhou style, province of geoparks. Guizhou, China, a most beautiful land of global geological culture. 等待如此美